Hi guys, I'm Karunya Rao and in Ideas for Profit, all eyes on Suven Pharmaceuticals. The company posted a steady top-line growth aided by contract development and manufacturing organization, also known as CDMO business. Q1 sales growth of 11% was aided by 23% growth in CDMO Pharma division and 29% uptake in formulations. This was of course offset by a 9% decline in specialty CDMO due to adverse base effect. CDMO Pharma was partly aided by progress in clinical trials. EBITDA margins meanwhile contracted on YoY basis due to higher employee and logistics costs. However, sequentially margins improved back to historical range due to better product mix. Overall, quick sequential normalization of margins and progress in product pipeline were the key takeaways for the quarter gone by. Suven partners with innovators of NCEs, molecule developers and intermediate suppliers. These commercial contracts are high-margin businesses wherein the company supplies intermediates for already launched NCEs by innovator companies. Here, Suven Pharma caters to molecules addressing therapies for rheumatoid arthritis, diabetes, depression and women's health for clients based in Europe and the US. An offshoot of CDMO competence is the specialty chemical CDMO business, where Suven caters to niche opportunities in agrochemicals. The next step is to start supplying APIs. For this, the company is in discussion with innovator MNCs. Due to travel restrictions, the requisite audit is still pending. It has at present enough capacity and capability to meet the requirements, but material addition to revenue on this front will take another 2 to 3 years. Formulations and contract technical services comprise technical services to MNC pharma clients and include royalty from licenses to other companies. In recent years, the company has forayed into formulations and this will drive the major chunk of growth in this segment. This led us to look at the ANDA pipeline. The company has filed 13 ANDAs, of which 7 have been approved and 6 have been launched so far. The company is also working on 505(b)(2) products and the launch is expected in FY23. Now it is a new drug application which contains full report of investigations of safety and effectiveness, and it's something that's required by the US FDA. In the near term, management's guidance for earnings growth of 10 to 15% in FY22 is largely backed by prospects for CDMO Pharma as well as formulations. The company would be launching an additional molecule within the CDMO Pharma business in FY23, which will take the total commercial molecules in the pharma space to 5. In the quarter gone by, Suven added 2 more molecules in phase 3. In result, there are 5 molecules in phase 3 of CDMO Pharma. In total, there are about 70 plus products in various clinical phases. The management also hopes to start commercial supplies for 1 more specialty chemical CDMO molecule towards the end of FY22, taking the total to 4 molecules. These launches should help achieve a CDMO sales CAGR of high teens for the next 2 years. In the formulations business, the company plans to file about 4 to 6 ANDAs in FY22, wherein each product will have annual sales potential of anywhere between $2 to $4 million. These growth levers are backed by new capacity available at the Visakhapatnam plant. Suven plans to incur about 600 crores worth of capex over the next 3 years. 2/3 of this outlay will be spent on refurbishing the existing plant at Suryapet and relocation of GD Metla R&D Center. The balance will be spent on an additional block at Pashamylavaram. Clean balance sheet and operating cash flows provide good enough headroom for this investment. Another driver for earnings is its investment in associate company Rising Pharma, where it owns 25% stake, which adds to the distribution strength in the US. On the margins front, sequential improvement in EBITDA margins to the historical range of 40 to 45% definitely gives us some comfort. Having said that, higher logistics costs due to the pandemic are expected to be here in the near term. In the longer term, we like the company for several reasons. Now, except phosgenation and fluorination, Suven is capable of handling every other chemistry. This adds to the scope for contract engagements in specialty chemicals and clinical development. There's also an emerging preference for full-service CDMOs to ensure an efficient supply chain. Such trends put players like Suven Pharma in a better spot as it tries to capture the whole of the CDMO value chain. Going forward, MC Pro expects growth to accelerate as more molecules get into advanced stages of CDMO and new formulations are launched. Now coming to valuations, 22x EV/EBITDA for FY23 projected earnings is not inexpensive within pharma, but it's definitely available at a discount to peers in CDMO space. Given the technological prowess in niche segments and strong balance sheet, investors can consider it during a weak phase of the market.